happening during the weekend, blah, blah, blah.
It's already live.
Really?
It's live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Right now we're trying a pilot episode,
Super pilot.
super pilot episode of a podcast we're trying to bring to everybody. I'm here with a co-host this time, Billy Perez. We are trying to bring you a new type of podcast that includes sports, religion, spirituality,
Government.
whatever it is
Politics.
you want to talk about. We'll go ahead and talk about it in general with everybody. So now that we are here, we want to go ahead and again, let me introduce my co-host, Billy Perez.
Guys, how you doing, everybody? Just to let you know real quick, gonna be talking a little bit, discussing about over the weekend about sports or anything that went down locally with our Eagles, season win, to college football. Our first 20, 30 minutes, we're gonna probably talk about that. You know, it's not all just gonna be politics or anything like that. However, if anybody was willing to talk about your Longhorns or your Aggies or, you know, Eagles, season win, all of them, you know, believe me, feel free to share any comments. Any of your kids that were playing, is it the Pee Wee League? I believe we got an excellent on our sport complex. Whoever's running that league, let me tell you, shout out to you guys. This weekend I did see a bunch of pictures. I did see a bunch of pictures coming out about their kids that were playing. I was able to see a few kids, quarterbacks, linemen, and everything like that. I want to send a shout out to Paco. What's up, Paco? Thank you for joining. Good friends, the Ruiz family. Robert Mata from San Antonio, Texas. How you doing? So, and again, what happened over the weekend with our Eagles? I don't know if you heard anything. I know that they had a little rough time playing against a Christian school in San Antonio.
What was the final score of that?
I don't know. I did go to the season winning Eagle Pass, and it was, I think Eagles took that one. But like I said, and then I know that, I don't know if CC Win also paid. I know CC Win won. I don't know, you might want to Google it. Guys, feel free to send any shout outs or anything like that, of that nature. Anything that you want to discuss. Shout out to my buddy Andy Vasquez from our local dealership here. You know, ex-co-worker. You know, Christina, how you doing? Thank you for the good vibes. And again, I know that my Seahawks lost, so, you know, anybody want to bash me about my Seattle Seahawks? Now's the time to do it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. What do you mean Seahawks?
They choke, buddy.
Seahawks. This guy's talking about Seahawks with a Texas flag in the background.
That's true. And then the word
with a Texas flag in the background.
And then
what do y'all have to say about that?
And then the worst freaking state going on right now with all that writing. I wish maybe Russell Wilson needs to be the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, but I might be wrong.
No, I think we're good with Dak right now.
Oh yeah, that's.
Well, I mean, earlier this week, the NFL actually apologized about a call that was done with the officials. That could have cost the Cowboys the game. Now,
well, that's what happened with our Seahawks, but I'll explain.
Hold on. We're in Texas. Nobody cares about a damn Seahawks.
No.
There's Eagles here.
Yes.
There's Eagles that fly all around. We don't see Seahawks here. Now, it's nothing to knock you, but it's nothing but the facts that the Rising Texans.
But we are on the sports section, so
yes, we are.
We are entitled to talk about Seahawks.
We are talking about sports.
We can talk about Tom Brady, the GOAT. I mean, Tom Brady, he's my fantasy football quarterback, by the way, guys.
But did you play him the first week, though?
No, I did not. Biggest mistake ever, not playing I'm sorry, I still got the Seahawks on my mind. Tom Brady, but hey, he's the GOAT. I started. Saludos, Sandra Polendo. Thank you for joining in. Guys, if you have a chance, Paco, stop it with your Cowboys. 49ers. Go 49ers. They're 2-0. Marta Ruiz. Saludos. Thank you, my sister. Guys, one quick thing. Go ahead and share if you're watching this podcast. It is our first podcast that we started. We did it on the fly, but you know what? Good things come unplanned. And like when me and Isaac spoke today, and I said, we've been talking about it for a while, Isaac, I believe. I said, you know what? Get yourself your, what's your whiskey? Maker's Mark. I got me my little Coke Zero. And you know what? Let's tell the community that we want to interact with you guys. And like I said, tell us who your favorite. Hey, how you doing, Sandy Tovar? Great job out there with you're doing with the what's the name of Sandy Tovar's?
The Buddy Foundation.
The Buddy Foundation, Sandy. Thank you very much. You know, Sandy, I've heard that you've done a lot, and I know que no vamos a llenar a toda la gente, and we're not gonna have everybody contentos. When you're doing a good deed, you know, people forget that you do have a life. But thank you. We, on behalf of the Lone Star Podcast, we understand you, Sandy. I know that you wish you could help every animal out there, and I know that you know I know the situation that's going on with you. But we'll cover that later on in this podcast. And shout out to Sandy. You know, adopt a dog if you need one. You know, better than buying one. But let's go back to sports. So did the Longhorns win? I know they choked. They changed quarterbacks twice. Or send us who your favorite football team is.
The Longhorns, as far as I'm concerned, I have not seen a game since Vince Young was a quarterback.
Wow.
And that was a very long time ago. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's correct.
No.
I was in Laredo when they won the Rose Bowl.
You see, that was the last time I saw
you're looking at
a game. The last time I
12 years
attended,
ago. 12 years ago.
The last time I attended a game was when Ricky Williams broke the record in Austin. You're talking about, yeah.
Under a little medication, who wouldn't, brother?
Showing my age a little bit, right?
Yes.
But of course, we always support Texas sports. I don't know about the Seahawks, but there's a lot of Eagles that fly by all around Eagle Pass, Texas in general. But
guys, like I said, I want to see some shout outs who your favorite football team is. You know, we all want to talk smack and all this and this and that. Hey, let us know on this podcast who your Saida. How are you doing, Saida? Boynet. Again, my favorite sport in between. Okay, we haven't gotten to that part. There, who was that? Joey, we're gonna talk about politics in a little while, but you know.
You're talking about politics?
Joe.
I don't think Joey's there.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry, it's Paco, and love Trump. Yeah, well, thank you, Sandy, once again. Saida, what's up, Saida? And again, who else? Oh, Lamar Jackson putting the baby to sleep on Sunday Night Football. Raise your hand if you watched that game.
That's all I do is put him to sleep.
God almighty.
That's all I do is put him to sleep.
The coach tell him you want to go for it on 4th and 1.
Okay, first of all, a coach tells you, do you want to go for it 4th and 1?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
No. A coach tells me, let's go for it on a 4th and 30? The hell you say, this man and shit, you know what I'm saying?
True.
We're going to go for that.
Yes, I would.
Hey, there is an if, and, or but. You go for that first down, and if I could run as fast as Lamar Jackson could.
Guys, you know, but against the Kansas City Chiefs is where the kicker is. You know, proud Democrat.
Whoa.
Okay, Bit.
Whoa.
Let's say right now we're not in the politics part.
Well, I mean, I think this has to shift us to the politics part.
Have they been 20 minutes?
No, it hasn't. But when somebody comes up with a comment like that, what are you going to do?
We're just going to tell her to go to the wash tub and go wash her Mercedes Benz because she doesn't want to come help the agents clean up. I'm sure your Mercedes Benz can make it over here, Lachey.
You're
From
throwing some salt.
Yeah. It's like I tell everybody.
You're not throwing salt?
Wow, no.
Or just salt. You're throwing some shade on there.
Hey. Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Then isn't that what they say? But again, I don't know if it's time to shift onto politics, but I'm still.
Is it? I don't know. Are we still on
No, I
sports?
don't know. We're still on sports. No one is screaming "We love Biden" in any stadium. So yes, this that falls under sports.
A little bit sports.
What are they screaming on the college football games?
Fuck Joe Biden.
Wow, like big time.
Fuck Joe Biden. Now,
Then,
okay, look.
Okay, we're on the sports politics. We got 5 minutes to talk about where it mixes and comes together.
Well, okay.
Kamala was at Harvard University.
Kamala.
Se llama Kamala.
Hey, quick shout out to Kamala Harris. If you're listening,
if you're so busy on Harvard University while we have got a border crisis going on,
just in case you want to come by.
Just
in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yes.
I mean, open invite, from us two.
Yeah.
Come by.
Sure.
You want to see what's going on the border?
La llevamos.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
But thank you, Shay Bit, for reminding us and bringing up that point. If you're proud about what's going on the border, well, like I said, get on your Mercedes Benz and come and help. Come and clean up.
No, what Paco says in this comment here, no one is screaming, "We love Biden."
No one.
No.
And we're talking 80, 90,000 stadiums that get fully packed.
You can see in many stadiums, and maybe this is one of those trends that's going on. You know how the trend thing is, right?
Yes.
I mean, that shit is a firecracker getting lighted up. That's just going to trend. That's just going to pop, and then eventually it's done, right? But right now, what fuck? Right now, what the fuck is trending is Joe Biden, or fuck Joe Biden, in a stadium near you. It's not happening just in Texas. It's a national type of situation that's going on.
And nobody wearing a mask. Nobody.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Now, okay, since you kicked us off into the mask mandate, mask this,
COVID.
mask that, COVID. Okay, now let's get this clear.
Oh, there's Joey. What's up, Joey Villarreal? Shout out to Joey Villarreal.
Where
He just showed up right now somewhere in there. He
Where
just
did
showed up.
That's not Joey.
No.
That's not Joey.
No. That's Lachey.
That's not Joey.
Yeah, every Democrat.
That's not Joey. Where's Joey?
He just said Joey Villarreal is watching.
Joey. Oh, he's watching.
Yes, he's
Joey.
watching.
Joey.
Okay.
Make a fucking comment.
Feel free to comment.
Make a fucking comment, Joey. What the fuck are you doing?
It just says
You
watching.
want to be watching and not commenting?
Oh, MMA this Saturday. T-City fighting. We got a great UFC event that I forgot before we.
Okay. Let's bring it back. Bring it back.
Rewind. 3 doritos después.
Yes. Okay. UMC update
We got a.
from Billy Perez.
Oh my gosh.
Billy Perez has an update. Wait. Before you bring your update.
Okay.
This is very important. Joey Villarreal says, "Fuck Joe Biden."
What can I tell you?
No. What are your comments about what Joey Villarreal has to say?
Well, my
about
comments is
fuck
that
Joe Biden?
we got 80, 90,000 loaded stadiums around the nation getting
Loaded.
that. So I always have one creed that I go by. The proof is in the pudding. We got stadiums full of people yelling.
Proof is in the pudding. Proof is also in the liquor.
Of course.
In the liquor.
And it's running low.
Yeah.
It's running low, but like I said, about going back to Volkanovski and Ortega, UFC Saturday. Guys, you got to watch that fight. T-City. I mean, you jiu-jitsu guys out there, I don't know. I know I got a bunch of friends that are into MMA. That one, and then we got the return of the Diaz brothers. One of the Diaz brothers be fighting against Lawler. That one's gonna be great. I'm trying to give you the information on the card.
No,
We're going to have Valentina Shevchenko, Nick Diaz, and Robbie Lawler. Don't miss it, guys. I know some of you guys, when it's UFC on Saturdays, you guys are messaging me. And the only time I see my buddy David Jimenez is on a great UFC card. It's the time that I get to see him. But, Victor Lozoya, I got a bottle of what?
What? I heard you say bottle of. Hold on. All right, nobody talk, because I'm looking at the comments and I hear somebody's got a bottle of what?
4 more days and I will be back on Facebook. Hi, Joey.
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 Let's talk about my friend Joey Villarreal. This guy is awesome, but the only thing is that if I need him on Facebook, goddamn, the guy's in jail. The guy's in jail. So, I mean, I need you on Facebook. Let's mom is texting me. But I need you on Facebook, but your ass is always in jail. What the fuck you want me to do when your ass is in fucking jail?
Joey. You're too vocal, Joey. De más.
But am I right though? Like,
Yes,
what the fuck?
that's correct.
You're in jail.
Yes, that's correct. Victor.
Oh, yeah.
Papi Van Winkle. Victor. Shout out to Victor Lozoya.
I got a bottle of Papi. Okay. Why are you not sending the bottle of Papi?
Yeah. Why are you not sending it to Victor? He's probably too. Victor Lozoya. He's too busy.
What was the word?
On sports area. UFC.
Our name is what I was talking
About the Lone Star?
Lone Star Podcast. Why are you not sending a bottle of Papi to the Lone Star?
Because he's too busy cooking 2-inch ribeyes. The best.
Oh, those 2-inch ribeyes are good.
The best.
They're good. They're good. All right.
Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. That's correct. Rolando Ortiz. That's going to be an awesome fight. I can't wait for that fight. 17 years in the making. I know that Diaz knocked him out. The Fighting Lounge. Juan Silvestre, yes. The Fighting Lounge. MMA. For all you MMA guys out there, hey, tell me who your favorite UFC fighter. We love to know who your favorite UFC fighter is. My all-time favorite UFC fighter is George St. Pierre. That guy's a beast. Very, very technical fighter. Very well-rounded fighter. Boxing, jiu-jitsu. He practices a lot of gymnastics. Any bourbon you need and any mezcal you need. Well, this guy needs mezcal. Not me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm waiting for
Victor
Lozoya to send me a bottle of that mezcal. Any bourbon you need in mezcal. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much for saying that because
you open up a can of worms with this guy.
Yeah, send it through. I just finished my drink. Send it through. I could always use an extra bottle of mezcal, an extra bottle of whiskey, an extra bottle of bourbon.
Real quick, I want to send a shout out to
You're sending a shout out to
Paco Carmona, the one and only Paco Carmona.
Where is he at though?
Where's he at?
Is
Where's
he
he at,
on?
Paco?
Is he on?
He's on.
Tell him to send a message.
Send us a shout out or algo, Paquito.
What would say? Paco?
He's in love.
Who?
That kitty cat. Yeah, it got to him. COVID love got him.
Damn it.
COVID love got you, Paquito.
Look, Paco, you know what? We want to make sure this is true. Paco, if it's true, let me know. Send me your email. We're going to put you on this podcast and see. Is it COVID love?
COVID love that
Is
got
it
Paco
COVID
Carmona.
love?
Yes. He got caught. He got
Is it COVID love?
Well,
Wait. Free plane tickets. Oh,
Contact
that's a
Tony.
good thing. I'm glad you brought it up.
But we're not in the politics section yet.
No,
not yet. We started a little bit early. We had a little bit of technical difficulties.
Joey,
So we're starting.
send that in 5 minutes. Joey.
Fight cards. Ran by mine.
Mission Bordeaux, we're not there yet?
Ugh.
Not yet.
Mission Border Bid Street. Mission Border Bid Street.
MMA news. You got some
MMA
fans that are MMA
I'm
news.
telling you, like, I got a few friends. Every MMA fight, whether it's Bellator, UFC, which I'm a fan, which Dana White, you're my man. If you ever get to see our first podcast, Dana White, you are the man. Turns a $2 million company into what? $1.5 billion company. That ain't no cakewalk. So again, this Saturday is gonna be a stacked card. It's gonna be. It could have been 3 main events easily, and also going back to the sports, Dallas Cowboys. You know what? They played a good game. Awesome game. The Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers played pretty good. Played a pretty good game. But guys, if you're watching us live, please share, like, and share the podcast. We would really appreciate it if you can share it while you're looking at us. We would greatly appreciate it. I am getting messages. Yeah, que hacemos puras mentiras. Yeah, but at least we're showing our face, right?
He's showing his face.
Yeah, I'm showing my face. I'm showing my face.
Mine's blocked.
Can't see me, dice John Cena, no?
You
Can't see me, but you can't hit or something.
Okay.
I gave up
All right.
wrestling a long time ago.
So, where are we at with our next topic?
Ready to shift into politics?
Politics.
That's a good one.
Let's go with the local political scene of what is going on at the moment. We'll go with Marion County.
Oh,
Now,
that's your
we have several reports from commissioners within the court. So we have Commissioner Roberto Ruiz, Precinct 4. We have Commissioner Precinct 3, Olga Ramos, saying that they are unfairly being distributed funding that is available to them through Maverick County. Now, there's several, pie charts, all that.
Yeah.
When you put it out.
All of a sudden, they reappeared. The numbers were reshifted.
Yeah. Now,
that
earlier today, we had the judge, David Salcedo, come up with an interview. Now, on these interviews, there's only a certain amount of people that are allowed or are invited to attend these interviews.
Yes.
I'll be honest.
You know what you call that? You know what you call that? Control. And you know what kind of people do control stuff? Tyrants. That's what you. And anybody that's out there, stop me if I'm lying. Tyrants will control you, will control the media, will control all their lands or chiefs or whatever you want to call it. And that's why you don't get invited, Isaac, the rising Texan.
No, I have never been invited.
Call it the way it is.
I'll be honest. I've never been invited to a publication where the county has come out and said, "Hey, the Rising Texan, can you be there to, just cover what we're going to say?" And I expect that. I expect that from our county judge, David Salcedo. Reason number one is because this guy has everything under control.
Yes.
Has everything under control is the way you said it. He likes to keep whoever is letting out information, the information he wants to let out to the public. And you see, your
and their public newspapers.
Yes.
And their public news.
Who is that? Who is that though?
The Latino.
The Latino. I can guarantee you guys saw the Latino there live today to watch David Salcedo's press conference.
What's the other one that's done by Wheeler?
Eagle Pass News Leader. You're gonna see the Eagle Pass News Leader push David Salcedo again because that is exactly what this political machine is designed to do.
Yeah, because they're sheep. There's nothing but sheep. Again, I mean, I would be embarrassed to. I always tell people, "Hey, back your stuff, back it up." Like sometimes people talk on the fly or whatever they can. I had a guy call me out on Facebook on Sunday about this and that I was never this and I was never, and boom, I sent him a screenshot. There it is. Vámonos. Like, and people, You tell them the way it is, and they're not gonna like it. Why? Because why would be the only reason they don't like it? Because what is it that they're hiding? They gotta be hiding something. I guarantee you something they're hiding. But hey, we want change in this community, and it's gonna take an uphill battle because that I remember the Judge Salcedo said when I was commissioner 16 years. So if he was commissioner 16 years plus God knows how many years he's been as a judge, like really? Not even our president. I will always bring up the same thing. Not even our president. Only 8 years. Yamanos. What you guys want fairness in this county? Then pass some type of, what do you call it, Isaac? A resolution or something where it's only 8 years. Yamanos. We can't be having a leader controlling us for 20 freaking plus years. That's called tyranny. Mary County needs to wake up and see it the way it is. Yes, I know that some people will follow him and defend him to the death, including, but there's a reason why, because tienen miedo. They're afraid. Yes, there you go. Term limits, Paco. That's what I mean. I'm gonna 2 terms. I don't know if I believe it's 4 years as commissioner. 8 años y vámonos. Like the guacho, get out of here. Because then where's the balance? Where's the community representation for this county? Are people are waking up. I mean, look at the Republican convention that was when Governor Abbott came. There were over 400 or 500 people there. There were more people than the Cumbia Kings there, that just showed that people are getting sick and tired. All those people that have families here, that are law enforcement, border patrol, custom agents, you guys have brothers, sisters that are voting Democrats, and here it is, the same government dropping you out on the grease, leaving you behind. Because again, what's the hot topic right now? That the guy on the horseback was whipping the Haitian. It's not true, but
guys, okay, let's bring that topic up right now. Now, how ridiculous can this be? Do you think that the Texas Department, the Border Patrol, CBP wants to share pictures of them doing anything wrong? Of course not. When you get on your Facebook, do you try to put a picture out where you're doing something wrong? Of course not. Of course not. Now, no one is going to do that. That includes our own government. Now, you have other news medias here in Eagle Pass, I'll say it, Eagle Pass News Media, that wants to bring up controversy. Their number one thing is controversy. Now,
and make it a racism issue. That's another
yes,
thing.
I mean, controversy.
Yeah,
exactly.
It has nothing to do with racism.
Now, I'm not saying that other news outlets or anything like that they don't come up with controversy, because controversy, you know what? People want to hear that. People want controversy. It sells. Controversy sells. And I'll be about the only news media, and that's that we're not even, we're a citizen, journalist, or what have you. But controversy is what sells.
Yes.
It is what gets people to read your stuff.
Yes. Whether with what do you call it? No backing, just people just talking because of whatever. Yes, I've seen some pictures that they're saying, oh, he's whipping the guy. Whip. Guy being a Haitian, colored person, and I don't want to it's becoming a racist issue, and it had nothing to do with everything. And then people say, pobrecitos, he gave me my parents. Why are you like that? If all of us Mexicans came like that, no. Una cosa es immigration. I don't see one guy saying, okay, well, we want to go there because where have you seen where you seen Haitians working on the farms, working on the cebolla, working on the sandia, working on the tomato? These people are not going to want to come. They just want a free ride. How dare people call me and tell me that they want to, because of our families came like that. Bunch of our families have come legitimately to the United States.
My mom
They-
and my dad
There
included.
you go.
My mom and my dad included.
What people? How dare you compare this situation? Ahora, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? Nine Puente. Saludos, Nine Puente.
Who's that?
People just tuning in from the Rio, I believe. And yeah, you're correct, Jonathan. We need term limits here in Maverick County. How could we have a freaking judge, commissioner, and judge, and you have the years, and you're looking at a 24-year term? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of right now, to show the truth about the picture, I didn't push. I mean, and we can go on and on, but it's unbelievable how, I would be embarrassed. Like I've always said, I've never ran for office, but if I ever did, I've always said after 8 years, you guys better vale más que me saquen or get me out of there, because then where's the balance? You guys talk about the immigration issue, that it's not fair, and the where's the balance here in Maverick County? What's going on in the Rio right now? In the Rio, it's getting, and you know what? And all you guys are on these issues about the Rio and all that. Yet here we are. Here we are. What if it starts happening in our own backyard? Huh? What are we
Now,
gonna
the big thing is, okay, we know the situation is extremely out of control in Del Rio. Now, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's nowhere that we have heard in recent history where there's 10,000 people that just show up, get to a place that they're not invited, and just show up.
Well, they were invited by Kamala and Joe Biden.
They were. Now, they show up, no resources, no anything. So you tell me, who is responsible to take care of these people? The Del Rio, city of Del Rio?
No.
Valverde County?
Nope.
Now, they have their own budgets that they do every single year to take care of their constituents.
Invariably.
Their constituents.
Yes.
They're responsible for how much money they spend, and spend it in a responsible way to benefit the people that vote for them, that are
That's
in
correct.
their charge. So you tell me, 10,000 or 15,000 people show up
They were at 18,500 at one point.
in
18,000.
your doorstep. How are you going to handle it?
Well, one thing I do know, Isaac, is that I did speak to the mayor today, and he did say that they're taking a very aggressive approach to prevent that from happening. What's happening in the Rio, in that situation, to happen here in Eagle Pass. I know that the mayor, Perez from Mexico, is turning down buses to get into Mexico, into Piedras Negras, which is great, because that's what Acuña mayor should have done in the first place, but that we don't want him coming through here. The mayor and Claudio Perez are on the same page, which is a good thing.
No, keep on talking. I have to get, excuse me, I have to get another drink.
Yes, and
Maybe we'll take care of the talks from right now.
the mayor did talk to Claudio Perez today, and they had a good discussion about that they will be turning down buses, loads of buses. As a matter of fact, they're already doing it, because guys, if this thing gets out of hand, don't say that you were never warned. All those people that are there, don't get it twisted that it's immigration. They're not coming to work on our fields or our factories. Those people, they want the free ride with Biden and Kamala. And a bunch of you guys voted for this situation. Pero mira, ahorita I've seen all you Democrats zipping bien calladitos. And there are good Democrats, and don't get me wrong, they are good Democrats.
Name them, which ones?
Hey, let me tell you one thing. The mayor from the Rio, that guy's a Democrat, I know, and he's doing a heck of a job.
He's a Democrat, but he's more of a Republican.
Yes. Let me, shout out people that say that, telling me that I got, that I have issues with people that are gay. Hell no. That mayor, he's got more balls than several city councilmen that we have here in Eagle Pass. Let me tell you, that guy's stepping up. He's game. He's not taking no bullshit from anybody. And you look, kudos to that guy. Kudos to the county judge for being very, keeping his constituents up to date on everything that's going on. Very, very important that, that you keep your people protected first, because nobody's going to do it. Who's going to go and protect that border? People are talking that border patrols are busy. We got our DPS on the front line with trying to protect that little area where it's going super bad. I mean, guys, come on. Are you going to go do it? All you guys that voted Democrats? No. You guys are not going to do it. A girl was telling me, brought an issue up, and I'm not going to name no names. Hey, I told her, go to that to my neighbor where 3 Haitians were knocking on her door and her little kids were crying or scared. You go tell them that. This was in Eagle Pass, and this is not 18,500 people that we have lingering around the river. Good luck with that once it happens. So again, it's very important that our mayor has gone with the mayor from Perez, and shout out to Rolando Salinas and Alcalde Perez for doing a great job and putting a stop to it. That means that they're playing chess and not checkers. They're ahead of the game and protecting the city of Eagle Pass. Kudos to that, because it's a matter of time where it only takes the word spread out. They're very good at picking up their phones. That's correct. There you go. And you see, people agree with me. That mayor stepped up his freaking game and is not bullshitting around. That guy, what's the name? What's the name of the mayor from Del Rio?
Bruno
Lozano. If you're
now, we will have Bruno Lozano in an interview in the next coming couple of weeks. He's been a little busy with what's going on in the border, but he's always been a good person.
Yes.
That will show
he
up.
Understood that he got a Democrat that felt abandoned by the Democrats, by the president.
Well, see,
and Kamala, and that's the way Sandy Tovar is spelling it out.
And I'll get back to that. Let's touch on that right now.
Yes.
Is that in talking with Mayor Bruno Lozano from Del Rio? Now, this man, he has his own opinions, and yes, you're correct. He felt that he had to go with the Democratic Party, being his situation.
Yes.
And it's understandable, right?
Yeah,
it's understandable. I totally understand that point. But whenever you examine the way, and maybe I'm a little biased because, like I said, we've interviewed him here in our show, and we have brought out issues that maybe in the grand scale, people that vote, whether you're conservative or liberal, and make no mistake about this, guys. The way the country is going, it's not about Democrat or Republican anymore. That is gone. That is gone. It's about liberal, conservative, and whatever it is in the middle. Now, bringing up City of Del Rio Mayor Bruno Lozano, I personally worked for this guy. Great guy, good leader. Now, if you bring it into his political issues, this guy, yes, he may have declared as a Democrat, but I think that guy is as much a Republican
as anybody
you can think of.
Because he felt it. He felt the abandonment of the president, of the vice president, and all those people, all those blue aliens. They felt it, and you know what? He couldn't have done it any better. He stepped up for his community. Now I got all these freaking Democrats showing up live on Fox News, standing behind the governor. You fuckers are the ones that got us in that mess in the first place, and now they are wanting to come out on Fox News with the governor. You know what? To me, those are fucking hypocrites, Isaac. You got Democrats ahí parados. A mí me hubiera dado vergüenza estar ahí.
Now, let me talk to you.
You talk bad about the governor y ahí estás parado en un lado de él.
Let me talk to you about one of the biggest hypocrites in Congress right now. We're talking about Congressman Tony Gonzalez. Congressman Tony Gonzalez wants to show up in Del Rio, talk about, hey, what's going on is wrong. We need to stop this. Now, you tell me. It's just like how the saying is. If you, how does it go? If you book it, they will come.
Yeah.
Or
if you build it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come. Now, you tell me, when Congressman Tony Gonzalez was saying and lobbying to the Biden administration, saying we will provide flying, we will provide the plane to ship out some of these illegal immigrants that are coming by through Laughlin Air Force Base.
Yes.
Now, that Laughlin Air Force Base is where our military gets trained.
The pilots.
Not just one, our military is being compromised because there's people stopping by that do not have the military clearance to look at what is going on. That's one. Two, taxpayers. You are paying for these flights that Congressman Tony Gonzalez lobbied for. He told Joe Biden, please let us do this. And they allowed him to do it. At what cost? The cost of our taxpayer money, which all of us pay taxes, sales tax, property tax, we all pay taxes. And it is going to people that are not from our country. Ask me, I would love to jump on a plane and head to another fucking state and have a badass time.
Life. And again, all rubbing elbows right there with our governor when you bash him out there on the Capitol, and there you are. Now you know, all you Democrats, and I will tell you in your face, por eso ya ni los saludo, because, and like I said, and don't get me wrong, there are good guys that are Democrats, and there are my friends, and I love them to death. But there are those hypocrite Democrats that what the fuck are they doing standing next to the government there? That just goes to show you que no tienen vergüenza. I just doesn't fit my mind. When I'm against, open borders and all that, they didn't want the Trump wall to be built. And now there you go, Paco, rubbing elbows with the governor and wondering how we got into this mess in the first place. They're like, and I said it earlier, they're the ones that got us in this mess. Yeah, andan. What the hell are you doing out there? You got us in this mess in the first place. I would be ashamed to be there. Yeah, andan trying to be all political just to get your 5 minutes of fame. Nombre. It's unbelievable.
5 minutes of fame. That's what we call Tony Gonzalez nowadays. Is fast Tony.
And our House Democrat. And our local House Democrat.
Okay. You're not saying his name, but I'll go ahead and say his name because he has sued your state representative of District 74 of the state of Texas has sued a local citizen journalist, the Rising Texan.
It's unbelievable.
For what?
For being transparent, I guess.
For what? Now, that's the thing that kind of gets me, and maybe you
and it again
woke up.
Like I told you earlier. So then, does Trump sue CNN for reporting news and reporting facts? And bringing up
Well,
or asking questions.
Maybe Trump does, but Trump knows that they're not a startup in their jurisdiction. Now, you tell me. Now, I understand what Billy is saying, and it makes a lot of sense. Yes, of course. Now, you tell me, how do you feel about a state representative filing a lawsuit on a startup news media company that is trying to make money?
Because he's trying to intimidate you, bro.
Exactly.
That's what he's doing.
Exactly.
You know, because he feels that he'll have the upper hand because he's an attorney or this and that. And
Which,
you know what?
it doesn't cost them money to do what he did, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But
Now, who does it cost money to defend?
it costs you.
Exactly.
And that's
now you tell me, startup businesses
being sued.
in the state of Texas being sued. Do you think most of startup?
That was
now that's the key.
That's the
start up.
That's the revenge you wanted to take up on you, bro. That's simple as that. Let's call it the way it is. That's what he decided to take it up on you, brother. Unfortunately, you know, because what about other media outlets? How many times when my brother was at JP, they called him so many stuff. You know, whether they were media, whether they were fake little media outlets, this and that. And you know what? The day you decide to step into politics, you gotta be thick skin. But oh no, you know what? Come on, you know what? They're not used to our local politicians. They were never used to this. You know, bringing them out to lie. Well, guess what? There's social media out there right now, and every little step that you guys take, the lie will come up, and we're gonna let the community know what's going on because the community is entitled to know. You guys don't like it, then don't run. Why do you guys think I don't run for politics? No, hombre, qué manajirira. Ese panzón allá comiendo quiques tacos. Pues, no, hombre. Yo no creo que me anden diciendo cosas. Because I'm not going to like it. Yo no voy a aguantar. And it's, unfortunately, no aguantó. Isaac, and that's what happened. And then, andan toda la bola de Democrats parados ahí next to Governor Abbott. Really, you got us in this mess. And the first freaking place, y ahí está parado.
That's a funny thing.
Yo estaría escondido en una parte.
Yeah, let me throw into that. Now, I saw a picture on Facebook where State Representative District 74, Eddie Morales, was hugged up. He was giving a hug to Governor Abbott. Now, I'm not saying I approve or I'm against Governor Abbott, but for such a liberal, and that's what I'm going to say, Eddie Morales, State Representative, District 74, he's a liberal, not a Democrat. He's a liberal. So you see this liberal hugging up on our governor. Now, I'm not even going to say that that's going to be our governor for years to come, because that's a whole other issue in itself.
Yes.
Right? But what happened? State Representative, Mr. Liberal, Mr. I want to approve all of our children having a hold of marijuana, having a hold of. I just saw your reaction.
And I'm about to.
I saw. Hold on. I'm sorry. I saw his reaction, so I have to.
I'm also gonna. It's very unfortunately what I saw today on Facebook, and again, and I will iterate.
Tell us.
I will iterate. Transgender youth sports, and this is not me saying it. He's putting it up right here on his page or whatever. Transgender youth, and again, I don't have, but isn't there enough confusion in this world going on for us? Is this what people in District 70? What is it? 74 voted for? Really? Are you gonna?
Okay. I mean,
this is getting out of hand already.
It's a touchy subject.
Very touchy.
For our state representative to support transgender
Youth. Sports.
Now, I'll be honest.
And he can't sue you because it's on his page.
He can't sue me. He can't sue me. I have a page of records like just behind the screen that yes, he can sue me, and he will sue me because he is a partner of Landing Banac. Yeah. So yes, he can sue me, and if he wants to further sue me, well, fuck. I mean, ¿qué le mandamos? ¿Dos personas o qué?
The white notepad. Here, dásela.
Eddie, you want to sue us? I have a notepad. Let me send it to you.
But it's very unfortunately.
Look,
why didn't he tell that to all the Christian families when they voted for him?
And he doesn't.
Because I guarantee
he doesn't. He doesn't. Because Eddie is a liberal. He will always be a liberal. And it's unfortunate he tries to act like he is a Republican.
I was talking to a friend of mine and she was telling me, I helped him out, but he never mentioned that. Well, but you did a...
Look, transgender, all that, it's a personal choice. You want to do it? It's a personal choice. Now, you should not be prosecuted. You should not be made fun of.
No,
you
or
should
bullied.
No. We're not saying that. We're not saying that. It is a choice. You make the choice. You live with that.
We're nobody to judge people.
And we're not here to judge people. But there is no way you can compare a female. Now, I have daughters. I have 3 daughters that play sports. Those 3 daughters, there's no way you can compare my 3 daughters with a male that identifies with a female and that is allowed to compete with them.
He was all over the Olympics this year.
Well, I mean, and that is the whole thing with not even our community, the state, the nation.
Yeah, there you go.
Our community, the state, and the nation is woke. They say it's okay. How are you going to compare? I am a father of 3 beautiful girls. There is no way I can justify the comparison of my 3 beautiful girls with a male that identifies as a female. Now, he has all his right to identify as whatever the fuck he wants. Billy?
Transgender youth sports.
Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, here it is, guys. Like, it's not. I'm not talking out of my ass.
You can identify as whatever you want.
How come he didn't say when he was running for he was running?
And I am in support of whatever you want to identify.
How many Christian families voted for him, not knowing?
Yes, I agree with you.
Many?
What I'm saying is that if you identify any way, I approve of that.
Yeah.
I am in support of
that.
I
can clean and I told you, but no.
I mean,
look,
let me tell you. I want to identify as a fucking polar bear, then I hope
que te vaya bien.
Que soy yo, un polar bear.
That's good, you know.
Yes. And
each his own.
I am 100% for that.
And bear in mind.
100. Now, when you identify as that, good. But when you want to compete in a sport,
or push it into the community, into the government,
or
all that, shove it.
Make everybody else eat that. Now, look, I am a heterosexual. I am, I'm a male that's girl crazy, whatever. But never will you hear me. I don't know what else to say.
Willow,
whatever. Whatever you want to. Whatever Billy wants to call it.
Es un Willow. Yo no, gracias a Dios.
whatever Billy wants to call it. What I'm saying is that whatever I am, I will never push someone else to be. Never, never, never will I push what I am.
And make no mistake,
for someone
guys,
else to be.
I have gay friends that are boys or girls. I have, and believe me, I love them. I have family that, they're like that. But you know what? I respect them and I love them, and that's not. Don't confuse it. Don't not confuse it, right? But what I am saying is, when the government tries to shove it up, when the government wants to shove it up, when our people that we vote for wants to shove shit like this up our face, to our kids, to our community, to our schools, to the government. I mean, it's like, that's where the buck stops. I'm sorry, but and again, and I'm not saying it to respect the gay community, because I have a lot of gay friends that are gay, and I love them, and who am I to judge? I always keep saying that. All I can say is pray for them, and God, let it be God's will. But like I reiterate, we cannot be having politicians trying to shove shit like this up our throats, to our kids, through our family, to our community. It's not right, and that's my belief. But again, why, when our House Democrat 74 ran, how come he didn't bring it up in this community? Because again, I do know that there were a lot of Christian families that voted for him, and they were not aware of this. I've spoken to several people today about this matter, and they're very disappointed. And unfortunately, it happened. And I will say, I always back my shit up. I don't talk out of my ass. It's right here. Look it up on his page. It's right there.
Now, that's one thing I'll say. Part of this podcast that we have going on, and it's a new one. It's the first fucking episode of
001.
001, as Billy says. And it's just the straight up truth. You have our liberal Democrat representative, Eddie Morales.
Mira, I want to send a shout out to Armin Martinez. I love that guy. I was born and raised with him in San Luis Elementary. He's part of the Rainbow Crew, but deep inside, he knows que yo lo quiero, cabrón. We always talk on Facebook. He's my buddy, and I respect him, and I want to send a shout out to you, Armin. And at not one point do I mean to bash you, because at the end of the day, you're pretty much, I was born and raised with you, brother, and siempre te ha querido, siempre te ha hablado, nunca te ha tratado nada menos o mal o menos, So shout out to Armin. He's a great worker. He worked at Walmart, and I believe you work for UMC now, Armin, but our Merritt County Hospital District, which he's doing a great job, on the programs that he worked for. So Armin, I just want to send you a shout out, and you're my brother regardless. Tú sabes que yo te quiero mucho, cabrón. So, where are we at?
We are at a point where either you make a decision where does your, I don't want to say loyalty, not loyalty, but what are your values as a community, as a border town of Eagle Pass, Merritt County? Where's your loyalty at? Now, a lot of us have been born and raised into democratic type of ways. And the reason why I say that is because I'm a part of that. I was always brought up that Democrats are the ones that do something for you. They're for these people, they're for that people. Now, that could not be farther from the truth. Because right now, what the Democratic Party wants is to have everybody controlled.
Yes.
Controlled to where the point where they know what you're doing, they know what I'm doing, they know how you're trying to make money, they know everything. Now, the difference right now between the Democratic and the Republican parties. There is no difference. There is not one difference.
And with that in mind, I want to look at what Abraham Lincoln and me and my brother Cesar always talk about. Look at that comment, which is the second to the last at the bottom. Put it up. Just to go. No. That one. You see, Armin knows it. You know, he knows it. Put it back.
Huh.
The one you just took off. One on the bottom. That one. No, yes. Armin knows it. He is my brother. We were raised in San Luis Elementary, junior high, high school, and everything. And you know what? And I know you're a big fan of Madonna, Armin, which Madonna's in the 80s, man. She rocked 90s, and she's still rocking it. And I know you're a big fan of her. So keep it up. Papa don't preach. But Abraham, what you're saying about at what point do we, who's a Republican, who's a Democrat? Well, I'll read you this quote from Abraham Lincoln. And he said, America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves. Ourselves, bless you. Bless you. Ourselves, we will.
Excuse the interruption.
We would be destroyed ourselves, and that's a little bit scary because, you know, this is a president, you know, many decades, probably a couple of 100 years ago, saying this, that, you know, and,
now,
you know, it's very unfortunate. I think Isaac's got a little technical difficulty on his.
Excuse me, but Billy is saying the exact thing that everybody out there watching wants to say.
Yeah.
We are being contained to a certain capacity.
It's like we want for our nation to fail, for us to break apart, for every state to break apart, for every community out there to break apart. It's like as civilians in this nation, it's like, is that what we want? It's like we're craving that. You know, I don't want to even use the word civil war, but, you know, it's inevitable the way things are going, you know. The way things are going, it's very unfortunately, you know, Jonathan Peter Goldsmith on the bottom. COVID. Let's discuss real quick about COVID. You got all these mandates going on, this and that, and we all know, and I'm not going to get into the whole issue, but then we got 18,500 immigrants, and I don't even know what, to me they're not immigrants, because immigrants is cuando vienes a trabajar, cuando vienes a hacer, when you come to the United States to work, to make it better. These people are not even, should be called immigrants. But who's testing them? What was Joe Biden and what was Kamala and every motherfucker out there that voted for these people? What were they thinking? Like, really? Who's testing these people? I mean, they're getting close to your husband, your Border Patrol husband. They're getting close to your DPS trooper wife or husband. Who's testing these people coming across the nation, across the river? Nobody's testing them. Are you okay, brother? Do I need to call the Russians?
The Russians? Yeah, the Russians have bombs ready to fucking pointed at us right now.
I know.
We don't want any of that.
Yeah, and
no,
and
I mean,
and going back to what, even though I just brought it up, you don't think the nation, are you guys vaccinated? Which one vaccine's better? I got the Johnson & Johnson, and I did see a report today on ABC News where Johnson & Johnson, once you get now what do you call the boost shot? If you get the boost shot from Johnson & Johnson, it's going to immune you 99% from COVID. Now, I did get the Johnson & Johnson at the Murray County Hospital District. I am vaccinated. You know, I'm not gonna de esos que no, I'm not gonna get vaccinated. I will get vaccinated. I already got my Johnson & Johnson. But again, all these mandates going on, but yet we're in the world of this situation where we allowed 18,000 people to just come into our country freely. You guys have, and I hope that some of you have seen the mess. Have you seen the mess that's going on down? I feel for the Rio, and again, shout out to the mayor and the county judge for doing a great job and stepping up. I mean, I will not get tired. The county judge from the Rio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like literally county.
Yes.
Because what do you think about the Merritt County?
I mean, at this point, has he even mentioned? He doesn't care. He hasn't mentioned about what's going on. All this crisis about the Biden. When have you heard one time the county judge Salcedo talk about the Biden crisis? You know, but let me tell you what he will talk about. He'll talk about millions of dollars given to my camarada, to my other camarada. But again, ya ni le quiero darlo hasta. I don't even want to give him the fame to that guy because he doesn't even deserve it. But going back to the COVID, I did see on ABC News that the boosts are going to immune you a little bit better. And one thing that nobody talks, the government never talks. And yes, I am gordito, I'm a little bit chubby, but people do not know my...
Chubby?
Chubby, puffy, baba.
Chubby or chubby?
Chubby, pero con poquito protein, baba. Okay?
Chubby with protein.
Protein stat. But one thing that people don't talk about COVID is, why are you not exercising? Why are you not eating clean? You know, yes, I might sound a little bit biased because I have a, little small business, protein-based meals, but why are you guys not exercising? How come the government doesn't either this? Get your butt up from the couch, get some vitamin D, get some sunlight, do a little 30-minute walking. Get out there.
All the women out there,
becoming
you need to get your vitamin D.
Go walk, go exercise 30 minutes.
Women out there, get your vitamin D.
You beat COVID. There's food, broccoli, red bell peppers, oats, almonds.
Vitamin D.
There's citrus, lemon, lime. Those are things that you can be, that help you to, prevent from getting COVID. On top of that, if you don't have the shot, and if you got the shot, and we're still not immune even if we got the shot. So again, why is the government not saying, okay, let's get everybody go walk, go do exercise, go do this? Why? Why is the government, why is our leaders doing that? Why? Why are we just talking about the damn problem and we're not talking about the solution? Because
look, I have a solution for everybody. If you need some vitamin D and you are a female, my number is 830-968-0344. Now, if you need vitamin D through this pandemic, you are a female. 830-968-0344.
0344.
Make sure you get your vitamin D to protect you from any.
Isaac's gonna have bottles of 50 capsules. So
there's plenty.
50 capsules per bottle.
There's plenty of vitamin D. Just 830-968-0344. You need vitamin D. Isaac Ruiz.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. That's all we can say on that. But thank you all for joining our podcast. Now, this is the thing we're gonna be doing regularly. The Lone Star Podcast with Isaac Ruiz, Billy Perez. This is something that's not made for us, for you.
And guys, we're gonna improve. Just bear with us. This is our first one. We're gonna do a little bit better.
Everybody knows. Vitamin D, call me.
Next time we're gonna. Well, you look like you need that vitamins. What is it? The sneezing. What is it called? Allergy pills. Allegra. Anybody have Allegra? Call 968.
No.
Allegra, not.
No. If anybody has vagina, call 830-968-0344.
I want to send a shout out to Fernando Ñanes with the United Union Pacific.
Okay.
Guy has a great friend of mine. We grew up together. Shout out. I was able to see them at this couple of weekends ago when my brother played. So the money, the medicine, not the cure. Yeah, we can go on and on and on. Saludos, ñañez. Like I said, shout out to my buddy who works for the railroad. Great man. Saludos to him and his
Shout
wife,
out.
Sugar ñañez. So, again, guys, it's very important. It's very important to exercise. I cannot reiterate. We talk about the problem about COVID, that about the freaking mask. Go ahead and put it on. Keep on breathing carbon monoxide, and it's the most dumbest thing ever. But hey, to each his own. But like I said, why is the government not telling you to go and exercise a little bit every day? Why? Because you know what they're telling you? They're telling you to turn on your TV and watch all the news so you can get it all in your head, and you eventually become a sheep. You become a sheep. Yeah, guys, get up your ass and do some exercise. Yes, I'm a little chubby teddy bear, like I told Isaac, but you know what? I do exercise regularly because it's a must. It's a must, So yeah, it's my buddy calling me. He wants to know the scoop. But again, guys, thank you very much for joining us. God bless each and one of you. And this is our first podcast that we did together.
Get ready for Tuesdays.
Next Tuesday.
Mark your calendars.
Yes, we're gonna try to get into with the Rio and Eagle Pass, and we got a lot of great friends in the Rio. Lately, I worked 5 years in the Rio at a Nissan store, so it was my second home there. I spent most of my time there. I have a lot of great friends in the Rio. I want to send a thank you very much to all the people that tune in today, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you.
I think we did it on the fly. I want to send a shout out.
The first podcast is always the roughest.
Yes.
Now, after this, we level up. We have 21 viewers right now.
Yes.
21.
But we'll know probably by tomorrow how many views.
Yes.
How many
And
people
the thing
tuned in.
is that
And it's gonna stay there.
we're refining our game. This was 001, and we'll come back at you with 002.
Yes, and it only gonna get better. Let me tell you right now, because me and Isaac had already been talking about it for a couple of months, But hey, todo con calma, keep calm. Go Tom Brady.
What?
Go Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, and Dak. We them boys? You them boys? Are you gonna celebrate how the them boys celebrate when they win?
All I gotta say is my name is Isaac Ruiz, the Rising Texan News. Go ahead and hit it up. TRT News. Please follow. Please like. We are bringing you the realest shit, regardless of anybody.
UFC this weekend. Don't miss it. Billy Baby and Isaac, we're out.
We'll see you later.
We love you guys.